Well, good morning. This is part 2 of my videos on how to use a pallet for upcycling. You can find more about these at coolupcycled.com. But in the meantime, what you see in front of me is a Eurolight pallet. And my previous video talked a little bit about the difference of pallets, but this is the pallet I use to construct things such as planters, bird boxes, bin stores. Now in the background you can see the tools I'm going to use. You can buy a pallet remover. I don't have such a thing, I don't need one. You can see on the right hand side is a saw. This is what I used to use. Second from left actually is a nano Bosch saw, which is great and it is a cheat, but don't feel you need to use that if you have an old school saw. Just to the left of the old school saw is a pair of pliers, which will be for removing nails at the end, and a hammer, which is also used for that. And first is at the very far left is a crowbar. So I want to get started and show you how to pull apart this pallet and make sure you don't waste any wood. On we go. So you see how easy these middle planks come out without causing any damage to them. They basically just go out like that. So these are the lengths that I kind of use for most core activity. You quickly get 4 long planks. Space is a bit tight here. So 4 good planks. What you're left with is 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on that side, and 3 across the middle. I typically don't actually try and pull the nails from that. If you try and pull nails from that using a crowbar, you'll just crank the planks and write them off. This is where the saw or the nano blade comes in. Very useful. So and you get these short planks, which are useful for upcycling stuff. You would get 6 of these, and then you get 6 slightly longer planks from here. Like that. You get 12 of those, and then what you're left with are are 9 of these, which I use in the log burner on fires or for propping stuff off the ground. But basically out of this pallet you get 9 blocks, 4 long planks, 12 medium planks and 6 short planks, which really covers a lot of upcycling projects that you'll do. I'm not going to pull apart the entire pallet, but you could probably do it in around about 10 minutes very easily. the bit that I hate more than any is actually the nails. So part of the reason I cut it the way I do is to minimise the splitting wood and also nails coming off. But you can see, you know, each board will have 6 nails. How I remove these is with the hammer. You can see they've now popped out enough, and you basically just pull the nail out like this. Come out really easily. I recommend gloves. Happen to have misplaced mine. But that's how I do it. Now I have looked at cutting these nails out or reusing the nails, so you know when you building into the planning of it, where the nails go. But in the end, actually the best thing to do is just to remove these nails. And by the end of it, you'll have a pile of wood that you can use for all your upcycle projects. So this is www.coolupcycle.com. This is how to take apart a Eurolight pallet, so you have a pile of great wood that you can use for any kind of project in the future. Thank you for joining us.